Hi everybody, and welcome to my little part of the galaxy that I like to call That Star Wars Show. This is Enosh, and we are about to discuss some really cool Star Wars news from this week. Many of you probably have seen the video by now of Episode 8 announcing their principal photography and that starting. This is a very exciting time, as right now we have one Star Wars movie in the theater. Right now, you can currently go and watch Episode 7. And we have one Star Wars movie finishing up and going into post-production, and that's Star Wars Rogue One that comes out this December. And at the same time, we have Star Wars Episode 8 starting filming, and casting is underway for a fourth Star Wars film in the Han Solo movie. What a great time to be a Star Wars fan. So along with the announcement that Episode 8 had begun filming, came also a cast list that was set out for Episode 8, talking about cast members who are returning, and of course many of our favorites are returning. We're going to have Luke, obviously, and Rey. They were in the Episode 8 announcement. In fact, we got to see more of Luke in that announcement than we did in all of Episode 7. But hey, it's still cool. We'll probably see a lot more of him in Episode 8. And then also, of course, there were others, Finn and Poe, and then there's a couple other characters that are going to be brand new people, and I'm looking forward to that. But there was one name that was missing off that list that came as a concern to a lot of people, and that is Peter Mayhew. So I have a friend who actually was Peter Mayhew's assistant at one of the Star Wars celebrations. He just goes on and talks about how Peter Mayhew was just a great guy to work with. He had a great attitude. He really cared about the fans. He really cared about what was going on, and he just loves Star Wars, and he loves everything that it represents. So you can tell that people that he's interacted with really care about Peter Mayhew, and I think even though I've never met the man, I really do care about him being in Star Wars Episode 8 as Chewbacca. So Peter Mayhew is 71 years old and has been known to have knee problems, and he walks with a cane, although it's a super cool cane because he's got a lightsaber cane. And even for being 71 years old, he gets around pretty well, and he's been very mobile, I guess you could say, at different conventions and things like that. He's in high spirits. He laughs and jokes with the fans, and he has starred as Chewbacca in episodes 3 through 7. Now, Peter Mayhew brings a certain personality to Chewbacca. Now, in episode 7, Chewbacca was played by a Swedish actor who did the parts where Chewbacca had to run, or Chewbacca was climbing up, ladders and things like that, because Peter Mayhew couldn't do that. So there was a lot of discussion when Peter Mayhew's name was not on this list of cast members, that maybe, Peter had kind of hung up his Wookie suit and was going to move on to something else, or maybe just consult or something like that. But I have good news for you, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the fact that Peter Mayhew has officially announced on his website that he will be returning as Chewbacca for Star Wars Episode 8. Now, I'm sure they'll do just like they did in Star Wars Episode 7, where they have this Swedish actor play the part for all the parts, the action scenes and things like that. But Peter, man, when you just look into his eyes, when you see the different scenes in Episode 7, you can tell when it's him. And I am very happy that he is making a return in Star Wars Episode 8. Now, here's something that's really cool, and I'll put links to this in the description so you can follow and look up yourself. But he's also announced on Twitter that for the next few days, he is going to be releasing each day a few pages from his original script from Star Wars A New Hope. And he's going to do this each day for the next several days. Now, this is an old script. This is like the 4th draft of Star Wars, when it was called Journal of the Wills. And Luke Skywalker was called Starkiller, which, of course, they brought back for Episode 7 by calling it Starkiller Base. But that's where the name came from. Luke was originally not named Skywalker. He was originally named Starkiller. So here's the thing. He's going to release these pages every day leading up to what he says is a big announcement next week. What is that announcement? What could Peter Mayhew be announcing next week. Now, he did have to cancel 7 convention appearances because they just started filming of Star Wars Episode 8. So he could be announcing special convention appearances, you know, special appearances, maybe making up for those things. But it's so much fun to speculate. Now, I don't think that they're going to use Peter Mayhew to release some huge Star Wars news as far as the movies or whatnot. But wouldn't it be cool to hear that Peter Mayhew is going to reprise Chewbacca in the new Han Solo movie? I think that would be a great way to announce that, maybe along with the casting of our new Han Solo. What do you think? What do you think Peter's announcement is going to be? Are you going to be following this? I think it's going to be super cool to be able to read his posts about Star Wars A New Hope and see parts of his script. I just think that's really cool, and I love the fact that this new generation, you know, Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams and stuff, they're showing so much respect to what made Star Wars great, and to these people who originally brought us Star Wars, like Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and Peter Mayhew and Anthony Daniels. There's been so much respect shown to the original movies and what they meant to us, and so I'm looking forward to this. What do you think? What do you think Peter's announcement could be? I encourage you to speculate down in the comments section below. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate each and every person stopping by and watching this video. Please, if you would, subscribe so that you can know when the latest new Star Wars show video comes out. And I'd love to hear your ideas and what you think of the show. And then also, like I said, what do you think of this topic? What do you think of Chewbacca returning in Star Wars Episode 8? And what do you think his role may be? What part do you think Chewbacca will play in this new role? Han is gone now. Han is, was his best friend. Chewbacca had a life debt to him and dedicated his entire life to Han. What do you think that's going to be like now that Han is gone? I look forward to hearing your theories and your ideas in the comment section below, okay? Thanks so much. May the Force be with you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.